Welcome to Lesson 6, Mathematical Expressions, Part 1. So this is the first in a series of lessons dealing with mathematical expressions. So please watch the entire series to get a grasp of the different types of expressions that you will see. Here's our objective, our vocabulary. You can always pause the video and read through those things. So now we're looking at word phrases, and they want us to turn this into a math expression and describe the expression type. So you have to read the word phrase and figure out what the word means so that you know how to turn it in. So 4 times the sum of 5 and 0. This is what this means. Let me put a pencil on. So 4 times the sum. So whenever you see the sum of something, all of this goes into parentheses. So 5 plus 0, and then 4 times it. And because we're dealing with all numbers, we know that this is a mathematical expression. 2 more than the product of. The product of. So we're looking at these things in parentheses. So 8 squared times 10. 2 more than. So 2 plus. 2 more than. More than means plus. And because we're dealing with all numbers, this is mathematical expression. Half the difference between 12 and 7. So 12 minus 7, difference means subtract the word difference and divide that by 2 or multiply by half. And that is mathematical. 1/3 the sum of a number. Sum of a number. That means parentheses. So we got n plus 7 because sum means add, and then 1/3. And again, this is algebraic because we have an unknown letter there. The sum of a number and 8. The sum of, that means n plus 8 is going in parentheses, and then we divide that by 2 or put it over 2. And this is algebraic because we have an unknown. 4 more points than Bill. 4 plus Bill, or Bill plus 4. This is algebraic. And finally, twice as many games as Jerron. So 2 times J, or 2J, which is algebraic as well because we have an unknown quantity. Okay, now let's look at what we have. We have math expressions, and then we had to turn them into word phrases. So how do we say this? We read this. The negative of the absolute value of -3 plus a. So the negative or opposite of the absolute value of -3 plus a. That's a lot of negatives, but because I wrote the word negative twice, I want you to get that there's 2 negatives in this problem. So a number b minus 7. B minus 7. And there are several ways to write all of these. Now, 5 times n cubed, or 5n cubed. Whenever a number is next to a letter or next to a parentheses, we know to multiply. So this will read as 5n cubed. Anything to the 3rd power is cubed because in geometry it makes a cube. And then finally we have -9 divided by x, or -9 over x. There are several ways to write all of these problems. So those were our 2 examples. I will see you at the end of this video for a recap. So I wrote these, I was able to write these answers in neatly for you. And if you tried it, you will see that you should get the same things. Hopefully you got the same things. And here's our problem. So again, like I said, there are different ways to write word phrases and math expressions as long as it gives you a similar or same outcome. It should be okay. So that was this video. Thank you for watching Math Expressions Part 1. I hope to see you on the next one, Math Expressions Part 2, where we get a little bit deeper into solving mathematical expressions. If you like what you saw, subscribe to this channel, hit the notification, share. All would be greatly appreciated.